Alright, so in this video I'm going over 5 tips that's going to help you save $50,000 pretty quickly. Actually, it adds up very quickly. It's a milestone for a lot of people, so I'm going to help you get there hopefully. So before I get into it, all you can do is just hit the subscribe button, like and comment. Let me know if you're appreciating the videos and what I could do better improving the videos in the future. So tip number 1 is probably the biggest thing, is increase your income. Now it's obvious, I know, when you're trying to save more money you need to have more money. So you could do a side hustle, or what I recommend personally is increase your income in what you're already doing. So that could be a promotion, a bonus. So for me, like, I worked at Jamba Juice and I made minimum wage, and that's it. We had tips, but it was like 20 bucks every 2 weeks. So what I did was I went and got a restaurant job. Now with a restaurant job, you're almost guaranteed to double the minimum wage. So if it's $10, you're gonna make 20. You know, basically it works out to that. So I got a restaurant job, and that was cool. I increased my income, but then in that job, within the job you already work, you can increase your income. So from being a busser to a server, or a busser to expo, or even going from one bad section of the restaurant to a good section that has good tips. So increase your income is going to be the #1 thing for me, because it's going to make saving this much money that much easier. Because even if you're a great saver, if you only make $10,000 a year, it's going to take you a long time. If you're making $50,000 a year or $100,000 a year, it's going to take way less time if you still apply the good saving strategies that you use. So tip #1 is going to be increasing your income. So tip #2 is going to be tracking your spending. So tip #1 is increase your income, which is a great thing, but if you're not saving your money and tracking what you're spending your money on, it doesn't really matter. You can make $1 million a year. If you spend it all, it doesn't really matter, you know? So tracking your spending. I'm going to drop 2 links down below that actually, they're platforms that track your money for you, your spending for you, so you can see what you're spending your money on. I myself, I just use my bank. I use USA as my bank, and it has a tracker in place already to show you what you're spending your money on a month-to-month basis. So I'm assuming most banks have that. It's not really like some high advanced technology thing. It's just pretty easy. So check your bank, see if it has one. If not, I'm gonna put those down below like I said. But track your spending so you can see, like, hey, I'm spending a little bit too much money on this or that, you know, coffee, smoothies, stuff like that adds up over time. Because even if it's a $5 coffee, if you have it, you know, 10 times on the month, that's still 50 bucks. So track your spending, because like I said, even if you increase your income, you gotta, you know, see what you're spending your money on and cut it out, because it's going to make you saving your money go that much quicker and that much more effortless. So tip #3 is going to be no dumb purchases. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can assume what I'm going to say by this, but no cars, no fancy cars at least, because you gotta have a car. No fancy cars, no living above your means, you know, no nice apartment, no crazy apartment, you know, and even down to like my phone. Like, my phone's an iPhone 7. My computer is luckily new because it was an old one that we had, but I was rocking an old computer before that. This camera is not even mine. Like, I don't spend money, right? It's no dumb purchases. So I know a lot of friends that got into BMW leases, even like a Honda Civic, paying it off. It's a couple $100 a month. Just no dumb purchase. If you can buy a car, if you need a car, find one that runs and it's fine and you can work on. I've worked on my car. It's a Ford Escape. It's beaten up. We've worked on it, me and my dad, so much. Like, instead of even taking it to the auto body shop, we worked on it ourselves, which cut the price in more than half. So no dumb purchases. Keep your expenses low, and avoid the nice BMW or apartment, and save that for later when you actually have money. Because it's a lot cooler to have money and be able to show it off rather than try to show off and be broke actually and worry about it all the time. #4 is going to be to put the money that you are saving into a high interest yield savings account. So basically what that's going to be is, you have Marcus by Goldman Sachs, Ally Bank, Redneck Bank's one. There's a couple more that I'll put down below, but keep in mind also that the rates are dropping because of all the stuff that's going on in the world. But put it into the highest one possible. So what they're going to do is pay you interest on the money that you put in. So by doing this, you can, I mean, even by putting it into the high interest account, you're coming close to beating inflation. So if you left in your money into a regular bank account, you'd be losing money to inflation. By putting into a high interest one, you'll be trying to match inflation, so you lose a little bit less of your money. What I personally do is take the interest that I make, and that's my gas money for the month, so it works out for me. But yeah, put in a high interest account, you might as well have some interest earning while you're saving your money. So tip number 5 is don't even worry about investing. A lot of people are saying, you know, there's like Acorns or whatever the apps are that you can invest $5, you know, here and there. Just don't worry about investing right now. I know in one of my videos I said put $500 a month into an index fund. That's fine. But if you're trying to save cash, like for me, I'm trying to invest in real estate, don't worry about investing right now. Put your money into a high interest yield savings account. Let it do its thing. Let it sit there. Keep adding cash to it, because chances are that you putting $5 into the stock market, even if it goes up a ton, it's $5. You know, even if you put it $100,000 in, it's not that much money. The return on it's not crazy. Focus on taking cash from the marketplace and putting it into a storage account to then use for an investment. Because the fact of the matter is, if you put $5,000 into the stock market, like I said, even if it goes up a ton, it's not going to be that much money. It's not worth the headache. It's not worth the risk. So take money from the marketplace, store it, and keep doing that until you have mass amounts of cash that you can then deploy into a real estate deal, or if you're into stocks or whatever you're trying to do. But I just think a lot of people get caught up thinking that they need to invest $5 into whatever it is, the new startup. No, just focus on getting cash, moving it to your account. Continue to do that for years. You will have a lot of cash built up, and then you can deploy that into a real estate deal, like I was saying, something that makes you passive income and cash flow every single month, to where you don't have to work if you don't want to. So that's my 5th tip. So I hope these tips helped you out a little bit. These are tips that I use to save that much money, and hopefully soon I'll be able to do the video for 100,000. It's coming up soon. So I hope you guys like the video, and stay tuned for the next one. I'm trying to drop 3 a week. I've been kind of slacking, but stay tuned for the next video, like I was saying, and enjoy your day.